live in Uniport, currently at the unknown donut EU Econ Library. So we are going to be asking a few questions about the errors that students face during post-UTME. And you know that post-UTME is just 3 to 4 months away from now. Hello, sir. Good day. Yes, sir. So I'm a medical student from Uniport, and I'm going to just ask you a few questions concerning the post-UTME and exams in Uniport. So do you mind? Please, can you just give us a little introduction about yourself?
Okay, my name is Bestman,
Okay.
Ugochukwu Bestman.
Okay. So firstly, I'm going to ask for the post-UTME students. So sir, please, based on your experience in school here
Okay.
as a worker or as a staff of this, can you staff of this?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to ask, what are the things that students do before writing exams that reduces their performances in
Okay.
someone who has written post-UTME in Uniport?
Okay.
So I just want to ask, what do you think are the errors that students make during writing exams? Let me say, take from the previous people that has written, and how do you think we can avoid these errors from happening?
Okay. The basic thing an aspirant need here in Newport is information.
Okay.
Yeah. I think lack of information is why most students don't do well here in don't do
Mm,
well here in Newport Positemi. Okay. And most of them are not admitted because of lack of information. The first information you need as an aspirant here in Uniport is this. It's all about their past questions. Okay, get their past questions. Most times, Uniport repeats their past questions. All you have to do is to get their legit past questions. That's the first information. Get their past questions. From their past question, you can know the intents of their UTME questions, that is post-UTME questions, and also you can also know their skin of work. The
okay.
skin of work for JAM and WAEC are not the same.
Yeah.
So Uniport UTME exam is more higher than your JAM questions, and it's also more higher than your WAEC questions. Okay, so you need to get their legit, not only past question, legit past question. We have various past questions here in campus, but the legit past question is more important. Okay, to get their past question, I think there is a particular website they can get their past question. Okay, the next is this. Most students don't understand this, that Uniport UTME score is more important than their JAM scores. That's why some persons will score higher in their JAM but will not gain
Do
admission
well.
here in Uniport because they tend to do well in their JAM and in their post UTME they score lower. So if you make something like 300 in your JAM and make something like 200 in your JAM in your post UTME, you are not liable to gain admission here in Uniport. So just know that. So your UTME score is more important. Your post UTME score is more important here in Uniport than your JAM score. Okay.
Okay, sir, thank you. So you talked
Okay.
about the website that has the Positemi past
The
questions,
legit,
the
not on
legit
yes,
Positemi
yes,
past question, legit Positemi past question.
yes.
So please, can you tell us more about it? Like, how do you access the website, or do you have a sample of these legit Positemi past
Okay, I think
questions?
there's a number that will be displayed on the screen there. You can DM the number to be added
Okay,
on the update platform. I told
all
you guys
right.
that the first thing is information. There's a platform for all Uniport aspirants. Okay, join the platform, and also you can also DM the number to get the website. And also there's a limited people. They don't actually take all
How
students
much
there. I
people?
think there's a limited time frame for them to say the pass question, for the legit pass question actually, but the other pass question you can see it anytime. Okay.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate the guidance. So for the tips that you've shared. So I want to ask just one more question. Aside scoring high in PCTME, what do you think are the other requirements a student should achieve to gain admission into his or her desired department here in Newport?
Okay, sorry for asking. Are you a student here?
Yes, I'm a student
Sorry, what
medical student, sir.
department?
Human physiology.
Human physiology. Is that your desired department?
No, sir, that's not my desired
Okay.
department.
Most I think Uniport is good in giving random department to people because of since don't understand how Uniport admission works. Okay. Now the first thing, the from your question, I think for you to gain admission in Uniport, you have to study higher. Yes,
Okay.
you have to study higher because one, various departments have their different pattern of scores. For example, if Uniport is giving the cutoff mark of 120, don't expect that that 120 is the admission cutoff mark for everyone. The 120 is not, that is why most persons don't get admission here. The 120 is not the cutoff mark for the information I will likely to share though is a secret one. Information I would likely to share about Uniport admission is this. Um, get their materials. Yes,
Okay.
get their materials. And don't only focus on your jump score. Try and focus um on Uniport. Try and focus on scoring high in Uniport UTME. And also, don't make Uniport to be the second choice, not the third choice. Make sure Uniport is the first, second, and third
Okay.
for you to gain admission here in Uniport. And again, why most persons don't score high here in Uniport is this. They don't understand, they don't know that mathematics or further maths is a general subject for everyone, both arts department,
Mm.
science, medical science, engineering. Okay, for science, for engineering, for medical, further maths is compulsory for everyone, even for our students. Why for those coming for engineering, biology is a general subject for them. Okay, so when you
Okay.
don't know all this, you will likely score lower. And meanwhile, you should understand this, that in the purpose system, you can't score higher than their you can't score higher than your jump score. So if you score 280 in your jump and you are coming here in a port post system using the same knowledge, you can't score more
Higher.
than one and 280 in
Okay.
your position. That means you might score 200. So I don't know why though, but I will share that in the platform. And we have helped some students to overcome this. There are some students that was last year, at least that was last year. A student scored about 294 in her jam, but in her position she scores 304 with the help of her materials.
Wow.
So if
Wow.
you are having the same knowledge, um the same knowledge in your jump and also having the same knowledge in your WIEC, you
Positioning.
can't use it to conquer any port positing
Positioning.
me. So all you have to do, get their materials, very important, past question, very important. And also, there are also other information that you need, which is going to be shared on the Uniport updates aspirant WhatsApp platform. I think there's also a platform like that. There's a number also that will be displayed on the screen there. Just PM the
Okay.
number, be specific also. Okay.
Okay, so thank you for the tips you shared about deposit. Really appreciate the guidance. So we are going to take heed from